What's going on, guys? Adam back again for another Whiskey and Wins review. Today, I'm going to go over my battle belt setups. I have two that I run primarily, and I've been running for about 3 years, and they've evolved over the time, but for the most part, they've been doing a great job. I have no complaints. Mike runs a similar belt setup as I do, and then Matt runs a Tacticon belt, which I'm actually curious about trying one of their belts out, along with a couple of other companies out there. So if you are curious, you want me to run your belt, guys, send me a belt. I'll send it back to you. I'll run it, do an honest review on it, not a problem. But right now, Esstac is my go-to. It's been my go-to for about 3 years. This is my main belt right now that I run a lot. It's just all black with some multicam black on it. It's been my go-to. It's broken in really, really well. What I like about the belt system is it is a two belt part setup, so inner outer piece like most belts nowadays. But the belt was kind of stiff, but it's definitely loosened up to a point where it still has a lot of rigidity, but it contours my body really, really well. And it's super comfortable. I can run and gun, do all kinds of crazy stuff. I have done crazy stuff in this thing. It stays where it needs to stay. It doesn't fall off. The Velcro doesn't rip off. The belt is that just perfect snugness to me. I have it mastered. So it's been great. Can't complain. I am running the Kiwi pouches as well. These, man, I think everyone knows about the Kiwi pouches. I think ever since Grantham and Lucas did a video a couple years ago about them, they kind of blew up, and I can't blame them. They're just a great system. I like the fact that you can get super high ones, mid length or low length, depending on what you want. I am running mid-length pistol and ARs on this one, so I'm running 3 pistol, 2 AR, and that's just because when I'm running this belt, that's primarily all the ammo I'm going to need while I'm training. If I need more ammo, I'm probably running a plate carrier with an extended uh amount of mags. And when I am running my plate carrier, I actually have Esstac Kiwi pouches on my plate carrier as well. So I can't say nothing good things about the Kiwi pouches. They are my go-tos, and there's some other good ones out there. G Code's great, and a few others, and run those. But I can tell you from 3+ years of running Kiwi pouches, they're fantastic, and I'm gonna continue to run them. Also running a dump pouch, and this is an Esstac dump pouch as well. There are a lot of them out there, and yes, there are smaller dump pouches out there, and people are going to tell me why a big dump pouch is dumb or dump pouches are useless. I have found this is useful for one really important thing at the range. When I'm running bill drills or one-on-ones or any kind of drill where I don't need a lot of rounds, it's a short rounds or mag changes. I don't load my mags full. I usually put a couple rounds in for what I need, and what I do is I put a bunch of loose rounds in this while I'm out there at the range. That way I can just dig in, grab my couple rounds, pop them in real quick, run my drill, do it again, do it again, do it again. So that's been really helpful, just having a bunch of loose rounds in there where I can just feed my mags with whatever drill I'm running, and it's been super helpful. So there's been a couple occasions where I've done competitions where I have used this as a mag dump pouch. So I'm swapping out mags. It's quick, great. Some people like them, some people don't. Some people just put all their little candy and lookies and chewies in there while they're at the range. Hey, you do you, whatever you need to do. Also running an Esstac tourniquet holder. Yes, tourniquets are essential on my belt, and nothing fancy. There are a bunch out there, guys. This one just was a very fair price, and it's a very simple setup. Elastic band holds my tourniquet in place. Yes, it's out in the open, so your tourniquet will get beat up. I do recommend replacing your tourniquets every once in a while. What I do is after it's been out there and has some sun on it, because the sun can decay these a little bit, and just wear and tear from being in the elements, I will make this a training tourniquet. So it'll become a training tourniquet, and then I'll put a new tourniquet in there. So you got to replace your tourniquets, especially if they're out in the open. If you have a nice cover for it that hides it all, it'll last a little bit longer. And then what we're not running that's Esstac, we are running the Safariland, of course, the QLS system. I love this system. I think most people are running this nowadays, depending if you're running a drop leg, you're running a high low. This is the mid. We're with the T-Rex arms. Yes, T-Rex arms thigh strap. And it's been running great. What I really like about the QRS system is when I'm running my Safariland, a lot of times me and my buddies, we want to trade guns. Hey, try my gun. Well, instead of pulling my gun out or him pulling his gun out, and they're hot usually. Now I can take a hot gun, safely disconnect from a holster, and we trade holsters, and boom, we're being extremely safe for the range. Not to mention sometimes our guns are not compatible with each other's holsters depending what we're running. So it's just a quick way to do that. Or if I'm at the range and I have multiple Safariland holsters and I'm running my Glock to my SIG, I can swap out quickly. So very convenient, especially if you're running like a non-retention holster, like I do sometimes when I'm just running competitions and I don't want a retention holster. I can pop this guy on there. So it gives you the options to just run holsters quickly. And if you're not running a QLS system, let me know what you are running. But I think most people are running this system now, of some sort of this system. And it's just been a great system, and I can't say enough good things about it. That's really the down and dirty of my belt. It's been 3 years. It's kind of beating on it. I also have a one that I'd use more for like work, and it's not quite as fancied out. We do have some mag pouches on here for ARs. I do have a pistol mag pouch, but I borrowed it off to someone right now that wanted to try it out, so they're going to let me know how it goes. But for the most part, we're running the same kind of system. I am running a tourniquet on the back that is fully covered. This one actually typically has a full IFAK on it when I'm using it for duty work. It's off right now because I'm debating about switching out what IFAK I'm using. So I'm in the works for that as well. So if you are a company that has an IFAK and you want me to try it out, guys, send me it. I am a combat medic. I'm always looking for the newest, latest, greatest IFAK setup or just anything medical. So hit your boy up. I will test it out. I will give you an honest review. But that's the down and dirty, guys, of my belt setup. They're nothing fancy. I keep it pretty simple. I don't want my belt overloaded, but Esstac's been great for me. I'm willing to try some other belts as well in the future, but right now, Esstac is my go-to. And if you do want to save some cash on an Esstac belt, you can go to ocatn.com and save yourself 20% off with code SilverBullet68. Once again, that is ocatn.com. Code SilverBullet68. You'll get 20% off. Mike's going to hook you up with a really good price on these belts, and you will not be disappointed. Guys, that is the down and dirty. That is my belt setup. Let me know in the comments what you liked, what you didn't like, and let me know what you're running or what should I run? What should I try out next? Because I'm always curious to try out new things. So if there's something out there that I should try, hit your boy up. If you are a company watching this, you have a belt you want me to try it, send it to me. I'll try it out. I'll send it back to you. I'm not trying to get free stuff. I'm always trying to find great gear. So let your boy know. And also, if you have not, go subscribe to the Whiskey and Windage channel for our podcast. This is our review channel, guys. We appreciate you over here, but we have Whiskey and Windage podcast channel, just Whiskey and Windage. That's all it is. That's where all the podcasts will be. We do drop a podcast every single Tuesday. We have guests on the 2A. We talk about all things 2A, from gun setup, belt setups, to some kind of 2A laws sometimes, to just whatever you can imagine. Anything in the 2A realm, anything to do with our freedoms and the right to bear arms, we talk about it. If you are someone that wants to come on the podcast, hit us in the DMs. We'll talk to you. We love to get people on to talk about everything 2A and how you contribute to this 2A movement and how we need to keep our voice heard. And how are we going to do that, guys? By spreading the word. Like, subscribe, repost each other's stuff. And I'm telling you, it goes a long way. Guys, with that being said, that's all I got for you today. Stay dangerous, carry a weapon. I'll talk to you soon.